Hello everybody, welcome back to Big Bags, Small Bags. So I'm not sure if you can see, but it's close to sunset, means it's dinner time. So we're actually very hungry now, and tonight's dinner will be in ding 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 Chops Grille. So I've tried Chops Grille previously before, but it's gonna be Mago's first time. So we're gonna unbox it together on this channel, okay? I think how the set dinner works is that it's actually you have to choose one appetizer, one entree, and then also one dessert. I'm not very sure about that. But the most exciting part is that we can have unlimited sides. Okay, so there's quite a number of sides for us to eat. So see you guys in Chops Grille. So we are now seated in Chops Grille. So we were handed over the menu, and I don't really dare to like speak so loudly because the ambience here is quite like chill and quiet, so I just try to speak softly. So anyways, we've been handed the menu here. So it's kind of like a 4-course set menu kind of arrangement. So you actually get to choose one appetizer and then one soup or salad, and then you actually get to choose one main. So you get to choose between the meat or like the seafood, and then followed by sides that we mentioned is shareable portions. Slightly, I think for the appetizer we are going to order the crab cake for sure, and then should we order the bacon now, right? Bacon, okay. And then soup, we're gonna get 2 soup, okay. So one is the wild mushroom soup and the other one is a lobster bisque. But I think we are having quite a dilemma to choose between like the meat and everything, so let's just see. Alrighty, so we've got served the bread basket first. Okay, so it's very interesting. It doesn't really have like the usual soft roll and like the buttermilk soft buns. The bread is slightly warm, so I really love that like set menus they serve like bread before that, because I really like to eat bread. Okay, so it's also served with slightly melted butter, which is very good. This is like some German pretzel bread that they recommended, and then I think there's some like form of like sea salt on top, bread and the butter, and then I'm just gonna eat it. Tastes like the auntie pretzel kind of like taste, and then the other one is this. It's actually pretty hard. I'm gonna try the middle of the bread. It's actually still warm, so crispy on the outside. Too hard for my liking. I got no teeth to eat this. Alrighty, so our starters are here. So we've ordered the bacon as well as the crab cake. So I'm gonna start off with the bacon first. So it actually smells like you know those like baby back ribs kind of like seasoning. So that's the smell of it, but minus that there's no bone, and then this is just like pork belly. So I'm just gonna eat it. It's actually quite moist. So although it's like bacon, but it's not so dry as what I imagined it to be. No, it's not the breakfast bacon, and it's not salty. It's not like so salty. So it's actually essentially just like pork belly with like volume, not just like one slice. So you can see the whole piece is like there's volume to it. Okay, it's like thick. Okay, not like the, sorry to say, it's like the uha roll kind of thing, because it's pork belly, not like really like bacon kind. And then it has a very good mix of lean as well as fat. So lean meat and fat, so that's why the texture of this bacon is very good. Next, I'm gonna try the crab cake. So I'm actually quite excited to eat the crab cake, and it has very lumps of like crab. Okay, I'm gonna put it. Should I put a sauce first? Okay, I'll just eat first. A lot of crab smell, and particularly I can smell the red pepper kind of smell. It's good. It's not a very like tangy taste. It has like some spices inside. Then I'm gonna try it with the sauce. I think without the sauce is nicer, but it's good. And inside it's actually pretty moist, so it's not like very dry. Although it's like pan fried, so very good. Alright, so it's time for the soup. So for the soup we've got the wild mushroom soup as well as the lobster bisque. Okay. So now I'm gonna try the mushroom soup first. Okay, so I can see that there's actually some pieces of enoki mushroom, and then also I can see that the mushroom soup is very rich because I feel that it has mixed a lot of mushrooms together. Hmm, very rich and very like xiang, like very fragrant mushroom soup, and it's not overly salty because some of the mushroom soups are very salty, even though that like they are very rich in taste, but this one is not. Um, it's very light, so you can actually taste like small like bits of like mushroom inside the soup. It's nice. Alright, so next soup that we got is actually the lobster base. Okay, so I'm just gonna try it. Okay, I think it's topped with like some parsley or something. Very like seafoody. So the staff here actually told us that like this lobster base is made up of like lobster as well as shrimps, so you can actually taste like the shellfish like scent. It's very thick as well, and I think for someone who cannot like accept like those kind of like shellfish taste, right? This is actually not like so thick. So this is actually considered a lighter version of like the lobster beef that I've had actually. So it's okay. I think it's good light in a good way that like you can actually drink more and don't feel that it's very neat. The lobster beef is nicer because it's actually thicker, okay, and then the mushroom soup is actually thinner, but both is still good. But if you want me to compare, I would compare. I would feel that like the lobster bisque is nicer, and it's something that you guys must order when you come here. And then Margot's gonna scold me because just now he say let's order two lobster bisque, but I say no, let's order only one. Alright, so time for the main. So let me get started off with the salmon first. So for main, we got one ribeye and as well as one salmon. So Chops Grille is kind of like famous for their meat cuts, okay, which is like maybe filet mignon and all that we have actually tried during our video in Taste of Royal. So that's why Margot decided to eat like the prime ribs now. Okay, so I'm gonna try the fish first. So let's see how it goes. Okay, because I'm just very afraid that like the salmon would look too dry. Okay, and then but then there's actually some like buttered sauce at the side. I must say that this is not like a very wild piece of salmon, but I do appreciate the doneness of like the cooking style of the salmon. It's not overly cooked, like until the meat is like too dry, but at the same time it's not like undercooked as well. So I actually quite appreciate this kind of like doneness for like the fish, because sometimes the fish gets overcooked and it's not really like nice, and that meat ends up being like too dry, so that's good. And then I've actually paired this with like some of the lemon sauce I think they have at the side, so let's try. I think with the sauce is nicer. So it's kind of like a creamy lemon sauce kind of thing. So yeah, it's not bad, but not like a wow like piece of salmon, I would say. Yeah. Okay, so now I'm gonna try the sides that we have. So these are like shareable portions of sides. Okay, I'm gonna try the fries because I think the fries would be just like fries. Hmm, indeed, it's just fries. Okay, next I'm gonna try the mushroom. Hmm. Mushroom as well is very plain. I'm thinking that it could be like more seasoned with like salt or like a bit of butter or like pepper, but it's just very plain and really like no taste. So, okay, moving on, I'm gonna try like the spinach. It's a cream spinach, okay? Yeah, it's very like milky. Mm. It's veg, but I think in general, like based on what I'm tasting, like the seasoning for the sides are like minimal. I'm not sure is it because they don't want to give like too heavy taste so that we actually don't like mix it up with the mains, because based on the three that I've ate, it's actually like minimal like seasoning, like maybe just bare salt and like just a bit of oil. Then I'm gonna try the asparagus, the grilled asparagus. Okay, the asparagus is yummy. Like, it comes with more taste. You can obviously taste that there's more like salt on it. So the whole piece of asparagus is more savory. I like the asparagus most out of these four. And lastly, we've got the tater tots. Okay, this tater tots is a bit off what I imagine it to be. I imagine it to be like the breakfast tater tots kind of thing, instead of like being a big piece. Because I think the inside it's gonna be like mashed potato instead of like potato bits when you get for like the tater tots that you have for breakfast. Indeed, it's like kind of like mashed inside, which I don't really like. I imagine it to be like the breakfast tater tots. So just now when it came, I was like, like so big. I really know that like the taste is not something that I like. But out of all of the like sides, I think my favorite would be the asparagus because it comes with more taste, whereas the others are really a bit too light for my liking. But yeah, that's fine.
Hello. So I got the ribeye steak, then medium rare. So the dressing I got on top is the red wine sauce. So on top of it, there's the thyme and the garlic. So let's cut it up and see what's good. Okay, so now I'm just gonna try this part. Very yummy, very 嫩，肉就是肉。Okay, so I got the ribeye steak is actually the largest serving at 450 gram. But I think if you are first time coming here, you should try the fillet because the fillet is their signature. But as mentioned just now, I've tried it at Taste of Royal now, so I'm pretty hungry. So I got for the bigger serving one. So now let us finish our food. Then we have dessert later on.
Alright, never too full for dessert. So for dessert, I think we can order like more than one per person because they didn't say like we can only order one, so we ordered two each. Okay, so I've ordered this warm chocolate cake. Okay, it's like a lava cake. You can see it's actually very moist here, like chocolate. I hope it's not gonna drop down. And then I'm gonna try the cake first. And then I'm gonna scoop of the vanilla ice cream. It's really yummy. The cake, I expect like more lava to come out, but that's fine. It's still warm, so it's actually very yummy as well. Berries and the warm chocolate cake. Alright, so the next one that I've ordered is this apple pie. Okay, so it's kind of like a layered apple pie, and I'm thinking that this would be hot as well. Very strong of like the cinnamon taste on the apple pie, and it's not overly sweet. So the ones that we ate at the main dining room yesterday was so sweet. So this one is really not like sweet at all. It's like acceptable range and it balances very well with the cinnamon inside. It's very yummy. I think it's good because it's not overly sweet. And then I'm stealing Mago's ice cream combo. So we have got the lemon sorbet. Is it lime or lemon? It's okay. Maybe it's gonna be too sour for him because my tolerance for like sour stuff is very high. I feel this is okay. There's no like tinge of like sourness. Then I'm gonna eat the chocolate one. Tastes like chocolate ice cream. And then I'm gonna eat the pink color one, which I think is a strawberry. And then also the vanilla one that I already had like 2 scoops from like the chocolate cake as well as the apple pie. So
Okay, so now I'm going to try the key lime pie. You can see the key lime pie is very high. So let's begin. Because the cream is actually sweet, right? Then the key lime pie itself is sour. So it actually balances out the entire taste. So it's neither too sweet nor too sour. Quite yummy. And there's also some caramel sauce below with some berries. But I ordered the ice cream so I can match with the pie. Yeah, not bad, not bad.
So we are done with dinner at Chops Grille. So overall, the experience was really great. We've got a very good service, and then food was really great. But just one thing is that we are really so damn full. So it's a 4-course set dinner. Just to recap, so we've got one appetizer, and then one soup, one main, and then dessert. So we've got 2 desserts each. Okay, so I think dessert they don't really limit you to like can only order one. So but just order based on what you can eat lala. So let's not just waste food. So all in all, I think it's pretty value for money, except that just to take note, if you were to buy like a la carte Chops Grille dinner or lunch, it would cost about like $60 USD. But for us, we actually bought it as a package, so that's another story for another day. So all in all, I feel that Chops Grille, it's a place that you actually have to visit if you are actually a lover of like beef and like meat, because I think Mago enjoyed their beef, although we were really damn full. But for me, I think the chicken was not wow when I had it a few years back, and then fish is normal. I mean, to be honest, I don't blame Chops Grill, because the main thing that we should be eating is actually like the beef. If you guys have a chance to visit Chops Grill next time, please come, and then you can order the filet mignon, otherwise the prime ribs. But really kudos to the good service, and we hope to be back soon. So for those of you who have more questions or anything that you want to watch about the cruise and any specialty restaurants, you can actually check out our video. Okay, otherwise you can also comment in this video. We try to answer all the questions that you have. Okay, thank you so much everybody for watching our video, and we will see you in the next one. Bye bye. 1, 2, 3. I think I'm coming again.